Today I'll be going through how to play with friends in Ark Survival Evolved on all platforms. I'm going to be doing it on PC, but it's basically the same process. I'll explain how to do it for everything else as well. So we'll go over the first method. So press join Ark. Make sure you and your friend are on the same session filter. It will probably be on either unofficial servers or unofficial by default. Just want to make sure you're on the same one. So say you and your friend want to play on the same official server. See, it's got the session list here. There's a bunch of filters, so make sure your filters will be able to include the same servers. So obviously if you want to play a PvE server and you have PvP selected, you're not going to be able to find the PvE. So make sure it's either on all modes or the one you're looking for. Same with the maps. You're probably just best off leaving it on all maps. And then you can sort by whatever you want. Players, name. I always sort by players, but it's obviously up to your preference. So I will go for an example here. Say my friend wants to play in North America PvE official 603. You tell me the number of the server, and then I'd be able to go up here to the name filter and type in 603, and then the only server that will come up is the one that he wants to play. So that's one way of doing it. The next way is if you go on unofficial, you're going to need to find the server name, because they're usually all named. They don't have the numbers like the official ones. It can take a while to search for them sometimes. You just have to be patient with it, unfortunately. And then you have the Friends tab. Friends is probably only on PC, I believe. Maybe it's on some consoles. For this one, it will come up with the servers that your Steam friends are playing in. Because currently I have no friends playing any Ark servers. Well, I have it on 603 actually. That's probably why. So here you go. See, I have one friend online playing in this private server. If I want to join, because you see it's like a padlock here, I'd need the password, which I don't have. See, that's basically it for this one. There's also LAN. This means if you're playing on the same Wi-Fi, you can just join each other's game because it'll pop up here. Anyone who's playing on your Wi-Fi, that's. So like a brother or a sister or something like that. So the next way to play with friends or family, I'm gonna go to the main menu, come to host local. If you go on general and scroll down here, there's non-dedicated host tether distance. This is only on PC, I believe. It stops the big purple bubble that will basically limit the distance that you can go in the world away from the host. So obviously if you don't want that limit, then just put this to a really high number and you'll be able to go a lot further than normal. But here, if you just select the map you do want to play, only one person needs to do this part. So say you want to play the island, you could click host non-dedicated session. You don't want to run a dedicated server. That basically means your console or your PC, you can't play from it because it's using your PC as the server host basically. So you want to come to host non-dedicated session. And here you have some pretty important things. Private match means, people aren't going to be able to find it unless you invite them. So through Steam, through Epic Games, through Xbox, PlayStation, whatever. So if you want people to be able to find it, leave this unchecked. And then make sure you make a note of your session name, because your session name is important. So here, mine seriously dude, if I was to press accept and load up that world, my friends to find me, they'd have to come to join Ark, to the session filter, and then non-dedicated sessions. Then I'd be able to put my name in here, and it would pop up, and they'd be able to join the game. The only issue with this is that anyone can join through this. Usually nobody will, because no one goes on here. If they do, it's not too hard to kick someone from your game. And if private session works for you, then you can just invite them. So I'll quickly show you how to add friends on Steam, and then I'll go into Crossplay. So here, if you go to your name on Steam and then friends, it'll bring you to this page. To add your friends on Steam, literally just go to add a friend. There's so many different ways to do it. You can share your friend code, enter it here. All you have to do is click the link and you'll automatically become friends. So here you go. You can create new links, or you can look for their name. Say my friend's called, I don't know, John. You'll come up with all the different Johns on Steam, then you'll look for them and add them as a friend. Very easy to do. Epic Games, the same, just get that Epic ID and add each other. And then the next thing is crossplay. You can't crossplay from any of the consoles apart from Xbox to PC. And that's very important to note. So if you want to play with an Xbox player when you're on PC, you need to go to the Xbox app. You can't play through Steam with an Xbox player. You have to download the Xbox version on your PC, which is a little bit confusing. You basically just have to install the game again, and you'll have to buy it again if you don't own it already on Xbox. So here you can see my library, Ark Survival Evolved. This is different to the Steam one, but you'll need to launch this one and it will basically look the exact same as the Steam version. And then if you want to cross-play Xbox to PC, you'll basically do the same thing. You can still host local, you can still join the same servers, except on unofficial, the normal servers aren't there. Only the servers that are limited to 6 tribe members per tribe. So if you have more than 6 people, you're going to want to go to unofficial. It'll say unofficial PC sessions if you're on a console. And that basically just means there's a good host hosting it. And then yeah, you'd find the same server, obviously, server number, server name. You'd search the same one and join it. Or if you come here onto the community tab, if you add your friend on here, on your PC, but on the Xbox, then you can still join the same game. If you go on to friends, access game will be here, or you can literally go on the Xbox app, find your friend, and invite to game. Obviously you have to be in the game to invite them, but this is how you can invite someone if you're in a private session, or if you're in even an official server or an unofficial server. You just have to be inside the game and you can invite them. The same goes for PlayStation, Nintendo Switch. Obviously on PlayStation you have to add them as a PlayStation friend. On Nintendo Switch you'll need to swap your friend codes, and then on Epic you'll need to switch your Epic tags. Another important thing to remember is to make sure you're both on the same mod. There's Primitive Plus Official and there's none. Selecting a different one will completely change the servers you find. You won't be able to find servers from the other, so you need to make sure you're on the same one of these. None is basically just the normal Ark, and Primitive Plus is just basically a modded version with some different things in it. And yeah, that's it for this video. Make sure to watch the video on screen now, because I put a lot of time into it. And yeah.